My goal is to step away from my father's image.
Australia's Tszyu is the son of former boxing great Kostya Tszyu.
Dad's success has brought a lot of expectation towards the public. They're expecting me to be some world champion boxer already from my first fight.
The 22-year-old is just starting out as a professional and is already making an impact on the sport.
You're starting your professional career with such a last name that everyone already knows you but doesn't know you. So it's a good opportunity for me to establish my own last name as well.
Tim's father, Kostya, was the WBC, WBA and IBF super lightweight world champion. In a 13-year career which ended in 2005, Kostya had 34 fights, losing just 2 of them. He was born in the former Soviet Union, but moved to Australia with his wife Natasha in 1992. Tim was born a couple of years later in Sydney.
The first thing I knew was boxing. I knew how to punch before I knew how to walk. My first experience was put the gloves on. Me and my grandfather were sparring, and I clocked him with a nice punch to the chin. I think I was only like 3 or 4 years old, and I dislocated his jaw at that time. So it started from a very young age.
Tim is the oldest of Kostya's 5 children. Growing up, he was present at many of his father's finest moments in the boxing ring. Transworld Sport filmed with Kostya back in 2000.
It's always a great feeling when you win the title, when you got the championship's belt and you know that you are the best in the world. It's when I try to explain to my son now that their father is a world champion and tell him the globe, tell him, look, this is the globe and I am the king of this world, and it's a great feeling.
Raised by a father with a notoriously strong work ethic, Tim didn't experience a conventional childhood. Discipline was drilled into him from a very young age.
I remember 5:15 a.m. was the wake-up call. From then on, we started running. Me and my little brother and my dad went for a run, the morning run. After that, we started with school. So we'd come back home after the run, breakfast, start at school, then come back, training again, and then 9 p.m. we went back to sleep. So that was my type of childhood.
Focusing on football for most of his early years, Tim only took up boxing aged 14. He enjoyed a successful amateur career with only 1 loss in over 30 fights. It was late last year when he made the decision to turn professional. At 22, he's the same age as Kostya was when he left the amateur ranks. Tim's father moved back to Russia in 2012 following the collapse of his marriage to Natasha. Yet, despite the distance between them, father and son remain very close.
Me and my dad are like best friends. He's not just a father, but he's more of a friend to me, a mentor. We can talk about anything, and it's great to have a dad like that who's always got your back no matter what. And through Dad, I was able to talk to him about his first-hand experiences, and it made me more mentally stronger because I know that because he's done it and he's able to overcome it, I can do it as well.
Fighting as a middleweight, Tim made his pro debut in December 2016 against Zoran Cassidy. With heightened interest for a maiden professional bout and his father flying into Sydney from Russia, Tim felt the pressure as he fought through 6 rounds before securing a unanimous decision.
So once you're in the ring, it's a thrilling moment. Automatically, everything from the outside world shuts. You stopped hearing things, you stopped seeing anyone, that's it. You're in the ring and it's just you and your opponent.
Following a knockout victory in his second bout, Tim's confidence was high when he took on Ben Nelson in his third fight. Once again, he won by KO. Many have drawn comparisons between Tim and his father, who was renowned for his formidable punching power.
You have to create your own style. For example, if you try and copy someone else's writing the way they write, you'll never be able to copy someone else's writing because you will always adapt to the way you write. And that's exactly the same as a boxing style. You can pick different things from different fighters. You can pick defense from Floyd Mayweather. You can pick offense from Manny Pacquiao. You can pick counter-punching from Roy. You can pick power from my father. You pick different things, and you have to create your own style and your own journey.
Tim lives in the Sydney suburb of Rockdale. When he isn't training, he's manager of the Tszyu Boxing Academy. Established in 1997, the family business is steeped in boxing history and offers plenty of inspiration for the next generation of fighters.
My dad fought through here, so there's a lot of history involved in terms of this is where a career was made. There have been some big names here in this gym coming through from Shane Mosley, Roy Jones. So we've had some big names. Whoever came to Australia have been through this gym, and it's great to run it, and I enjoy it. It's my industry. I train boxing. I love boxing. I love seeing people get better. I love seeing people win, because winning is one of the greatest feelings in the world.
The Academy offers a wide range of classes for people of all ages and abilities. Tim spends much of his time coaching the juniors, encouraging discipline, self-confidence and an active lifestyle.
With the kids, we learn the basic fundamentals of boxing, how to properly punch, how to properly defend themselves. The little kids have a lot of energy, and for them to come to the gym, let out all their energy, come back home and go to sleep, the parents would be happy people.
Since turning professional, life outside the ring has changed for Tim. He recently moved into his own apartment and brought French bulldog Pablo to keep him company. Tim's mother, Natasha, offers constant support to her son. Having been around boxing for most of her life, Natasha understands the sport well.
As all parents, what your child is do, you have to support him. Bad or good, but you have to support him. Maybe in some way in my mind, I don't want him to fight, I don't want to see him hurt, but I can see his discipline, I can see his attitude, I can see his patience, and mom is always going to be in his corner.
Tim's coaching team is also a family affair, with his uncle Igor and grandfather Boris involved in his progression. The self-titled Team Tszyu 2.0 have recently enjoyed more success as Tim won his first fight overseas in New Zealand. These are exciting times for Tim Tszyu, whose record currently stands at 5-0. Many are predicting that in the next few years he will emulate his father and win a world title.
Every boxer's future goal is to become a world champion. I'd love to fight big names. For example, I'd love to do a Chavez Jr. versus Tszyu type of fight, or even Canelo versus Tszyu. That's something that I'm dreaming about, and hopefully one day it wouldn't be just a dream, but it will turn into reality.